Hey guys, this is Scott from the Forgot to Grow Up podcast. Welcome to another edition of Rewatch Revisit Review, our weekly video series where I rewatch a movie I haven't seen in a while, talk about my thoughts after revisiting it, then give you guys my review for that movie. Today I'm going to be talking about Spider-Man 3 from way back in the day, from the first Spider-Man movie trilogy we got. Well, I guess it's the only trilogy, none of them made it to 3 yet. But anyways, the Toby, what's-his-name one, Spider-Man 3. I'm watching this because they released a new Venom trailer. Venom was in this movie, kind of. And it was good reason to just come up with it. So, let's just get into the rewatch section of the video and I'll talk about the movie a little bit. Alright guys, so as I do for every rewatch, I'm going to just give you guys the Imdb plot summary for the movie so you have some idea of what happened in Spider-Man 3 because you probably haven't seen it in a while, which is a good thing for you because it's shit. Anyways, the Imdb plot summary for Spider-Man 3 says Peter Parker has finally managed to piece together the once broken parts of his life, maintaining a balance between his relationship with Mary Jane and his responsibilities as Spider-Man. But more challenges arise for our young hero. Peter's old friend Harry Osborn has set out for revenge against Peter, taking up the mantle of his late father's persona as the new Green Goblin. Not green, it's just the new Goblin. And Peter must also capture Uncle Ben's real killer, Flint Marko, who has been transformed into his toughest foe yet, the Sandman. All hope seems lost when suddenly Peter's suit turns jet black and greatly amplifies his powers, but it also begins to greatly amplify the darker qualities of Peter's personality that he begins to lose himself to. Peter has to reach deep inside himself to free the compassionate hero he used to be if he is to ever conquer the darkness within and face not only his greatest enemies but also ... himself. That summer makes this movie seem a lot better than it is because it's not good. I did not enjoy this rewatch. Like I said before though, I rewatched it because the new Venom trailer, and that was a good reason to come up with a movie to rewatch this week, and that connection and the fact that he was in this movie for a little bit. It's a terrible Venom. Hopefully they make it up in this new movie. I don't know that much about Venom. I never read the comic books, but I know this is shit Venom because he's supposed to be more bulky and crazy and not this. But anyways, guys, yeah, I didn't enjoy this rewatch, but we'll talk about that more in the revisit section, which we'll get to now. Alright guys, so my thoughts after revisiting Spider-Man 3 is, I don't know why I did this to myself. Like, the reasoning seemed sound at first, a Venom trailer, watch a movie that had Venom in it. That made sense. And then I put this movie on, and I sat through the 2 hours and 15 minutes of it, and I realized why it had been a while since I watched this. I've never been the biggest Spider-Man fan, guys. I don't know why. Well, I kind of do know why now after watching this. I think this original trilogy ruined it for me, particularly this Spider-Man 3 movie, because it's just not good. There's just, I can get past a lot of things for superhero movies, because I love me a superhero movie, but this movie just has way too much garbage love story, way too much cringe-worthy moments, him becoming this dark persona. It's so douchey, and I get that's kind of the point, but it's douchey and not a cool way. It's just, no. I didn't like this movie, guys, at all. Rewatching it, I'm not going to rewatch this again for a very long time. I felt that this focused way too much on the love story, and I get that that's a big part of the Spider-Man story, but this is a superhero movie, 2-hour superhero movie, and I swear, there's a half an hour of actual superhero stuff, whereas there's an hour and a half of just Peter being all dramatic and love story, and I was just so bored by this movie. It was a struggle to get through this rewatch, to be honest, guys, and I really don't have much to say besides I just did not like this one. There's too many cringeworthy moments. There's too much. It's for a 2-hour superhero movie, which is the standard nowadays. This movie just felt so long, and even the few times we get Spider-Man, they're not super spectacular scenes. One of the first times he saves somebody, it's he didn't even do that much. He just swung in, grabbed Gwen Stacy, and then left. And it was oh, you didn't even stop the crane, man. The crane's still swinging around. What about the crane? What about all the people? What about all the other people that got knocked out besides her? Like, oh, just no. I don't like Toby what's his name's freaking performance. Neither do I like Kristen Dunst. She's okay. I do love me some James Franco, and I approve of everything he does ever, including this role. But everything else in this movie is just just nothing about this movie really excites me that much, guys. Yeah, overall, to be honest, guys, I just don't enjoy this movie. I'd rather watch me some Tom Holland Spidey any day. Give me that new MCU Spidey. Screw this old shit. I don't want it. I'm gonna go rewatch freaking Homecoming instead. But first, we gotta do my review for Spider-Man 3, which we'll get to now. Alright guys, so as I do for each review, I'm going to give you guys the critics and audience ratings first, so you just have some idea of what general audience and critics thought before I give you my personal rating. Alright, so the audience and critics ratings go. IMDb gives it a 6.2 out of 10, which I think's too high. Rotten Tomatoes gives it, the critics gave it a 63% on the tomato meter with a 6.2 out of 10 average score. Again, too high. Audiences gave it a 51% on the tomato meter. That's a little more like it, guys. But then there's a 6.6 out of 10 on the average score, which just makes no. The people that liked it scored it too high. I don't like that, no. Metacritic bringing it up with a 59. That's still a little too high. This movie does not deserve this high a rating. I give it just like half of one thumbs up. Yeah, like halfway between a 1 and a 1 thumbs up. This is like a 50% to me. This movie's just, like I already said, guys, I didn't enjoy rewatching this movie. There's just too much with the focus on the love stuff, not on the superhero stuff, and the little bit of superhero stuff just wasn't exciting enough for me. I don't know. This Spider-Man just doesn't do it for me. Toby, what's his name, just not my Spidey. Tom Holland will always be my Spidey, even though he's only been Spidey for a couple of years. He's always going to be my Spidey. But my favorite part then, guys, for this movie, that's the next thing we get to, would just, I guess, have to be that final battle, which is only like 15, maybe half an hour of the movie. It's not enough, but it's kind of cool that we got to see Spidey and the new Goblin, James Franco, team up to try and save MJ. And I like the fact that this movie doesn't have, it's the whole city's not at stake. It's literally just MJ in the kind of in the balance. So I like that kind of that they were doing something a little more original back in the day. Everything wasn't, you have to save the whole world. And we kind of have a little bit of a problem with that nowadays with certain superhero movies. But this one did that's the one nice thing I can say about this movie. At least it didn't go into that, how to save the world. It was just him having to save his personal world, his love, which I'm just sick of. But my recommendation, guys, is the last part of this review, is go watch Spider-Man Homecoming instead, or even the 90s Spider-Man cartoon, because I just feel this movie just isn't worth the 2 hours it takes to show Spidey just doing Spider-Man stuff for like 4 or 5 times, maybe. Like, he spends most of the time, like I said, it's all love story stuff, and maybe I just focused too much on it, but I didn't like it. Plus, the Venom in this movie kind of sucks. Topher, it's not exactly Topher Great. I don't remember that guy's name. The guy from That 70s Show, Eric. I'm going to call him Eric. Eric, it's not his fault. He was doing his best, but he's just not right for that role. Overall, guys, I think you guys should just save yourself. If you want to rewatch anything, just go watch like a few of the clips for this movie on YouTube instead. Don't suffer through the 2 hours. But yeah, that's my recommendation for this movie, guys, and that's the end of my Rewatch Revisit review for Spider-Man 3. Let me know, guys, what you guys think of Spider-Man 3. Do you think I'm way too harsh on it and hating too much? Are you a Spider-Man 3 defender like I defend Batman v Superman? If you are, definitely let me know in the comments below what you like about this story. Were you happy they went so much into the MJ Spider-Man love story, Peter Parker love story, etc., etc.? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching today, guys, and have a good one.